This is a true story of a teacher turned theater titan. The lead character is Mimi Schultz, and scene one of her adventure-filled life takes you back to 1970s New York.
I became an elementary school teacher, got a master's in reading development, and taught in the New York State system for 6 years.
But the Big Apple wasn't quite big enough for Mimi and her dreams. Leaving behind the brick-and-mortar school, she vowed to make the world her classroom. That's when she met a fellow educator with the same penchant for performing.
I met this crazy guy named Ed Allen.
After traveling the country and crisscrossing continents, Mimi and Ed eventually settled down in South Florida. In 1982, they established Fantasy Theater Factory, a not-for-profit touring theater with a mission to make more quality theater programs available to more people. At the heart of Fantasy Theater Factory is education.
From there on, it just snowballed. Fantasy Theater Factory created more and more shows, always very much involved with reading and literature because I'm a reading specialist.
Fantasy Theater wants to thank you for having us here today at the Family Expo.
With Mimi at the helm as director, writer, producer, and performer, Fantasy Theater Factory incorporated arts and education programs directly in Florida schools, parks, community organizations, fairs, and other venues. One of its signature shows for the past 22 years has been Bananas, Books, and Pancakes. The production intertwines a collection of children's books and poems with a central theme of helping youth deal with their emotions as well as develop an excitement for reading.
To the left, woof. To the right, woof.
Mimi also created a series of environmental shows to educate kids on water conservation, recycling, and pollution prevention.
Watch this!
She's willing to literally do just about anything, and yet there's the pragmatic side to her too that is why we say, when all else fails, ask Mimi.
The most important characteristic in all of this was Mimi's drive. She understood the arts. She understood what it took to keep a company artistically viable. She did the grants. She did everything from cook and bottle washer to dishwasher.
Melt, 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 melt. And then, good, we like that.
And because of Mimi's relentless energy, Fantasy Theater Factory now has 13 touring shows, performs more than 400 programs in Florida schools, and reaches more than 150,000 people each year. The thank you letters alone from schools across South Florida are countless.
She wore many, many hats. So I see and I have a great and newfound appreciation for what she's done.
After more than 30 years of fun and faithful leadership, this is Mimi's curtain call. She is passing on the artistic director's hat to fellow company actor Larry Fields. As Mimi looks back at all the different scenes that complete her story, this master art educator is filled with gratitude and resounding contentment.
Wow, what a great way to live. Every day you go and you give to them and they give back to you. And it's a real wonderful feed that I can just say it changes your life.